I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we are looking at a bottle of beer called Handwerk, full stop, all day IPA. It's a 5.5% ABV beer from, again, essentially, it's a funny old situation. I can't really figure it out what the name is. Essentially the venture is called Brewers and Union, and it's part of this thing called the Sauerkraut collective. They're essentially a little collective of people who are contract brewing all around the world. This one was brewed at Acrobrau in Germany, so it's actually an all-day IPA brewed at quite a significant German brewery. They've also done some brewing for Marks and Spencer's as well, and Waitrose as well. I know Chris Leahy, Real Ale 140, is a big fan of their Dunkel, which you get from Waitrose. Just before I did this, start this video, I did a bit of I just looked on their website, and I scrolled down. I'm familiar. I've had a couple of their beers before in the past. Buy them at the shop in York, and I got right to the bottom. And the very last bottle was a bottle that I recognised, and I thought, oh right. Well, see, I've always been really confused about who this brewery is. They're essentially a group of people, and I've met them. When me, Peter, Jacob, Steve and Chris took a trip to Colonel about a month or so ago now, whilst we were down there, a group of other guys were in the back talking to Evan, the head brewer, and we were kind of hanging around, and they had this bottle they were showing off to Evan, and it was a beautiful looking kind of big wine kind of like sized bottle, lovely kind of slightly cubist, kind of slightly Picasso-esque label. Looked beautiful, brilliantly presented beer. And they opened it up, and they poured glasses, and we all got a taste of this beer, which was like a golden strong, Belgian golden strong ale kind of thing. So now, as it turns out, I've met these guys. I think there's about, I don't know how many involved. I think there were 3 of them there on the day. This guy from South Africa, I think, maybe a Canadian guy. I'm not going to be 100% sure on that. Lovely guys as well. So it's just a nice turn up for bucks. I bought this beer just off chance. I thought it sounded interesting, all day IPA. It turns out I met them about a month ago without even knowing. I've always just been really confused about it all. I mean, they're beautifully presented, very kind of minimal, very kind of modernist, kind of trendy looking labels. And then the interesting thing, this is produced in Germany, and it's got that foil top that a lot of German beers have. So the brew all over the place. It's like Mikkeller. I mean, and the beer's been brewed in, and they do pick, it says on the website, a lot of kind of like historical family breweries, and this one is Acrobrau. I've only ever seen their, I think their Helleweisse at Aldi, and I know Terry Kay's had it, and I said they do beers for Waitrose that I know Chris is a big fan of. He even used to say it used to help him when he had a sore throat. Anyway, so yeah, I think I've had the Dunkel, I've had a Hefeweizen, solid, and from these brewers you should expect that. Anyway, so beer in a glass. Less waffling about the history of it all and all my interaction with the brewers. The beer in the glass, a very pale orange, murky, kind of looks like maybe Helleweisse. Something like that, a Crystal Weiss. So it's a bit clearer than the average kind of German beer, but you don't expect a hoppy beer from this kind of brewery. Fizzy Whitehead, I did get a bit of a preview. It's not going to be the best glass to get a sniff on this one. I'll do my best. I've got my hand over it, giving it a bit of a swirl. Oh, it smells lovely. Oh, it keeps opening up as well. I'm going to get into this orange, kind of pithy orange, lovely melon note, lychee, wet paint weirdly. Yeah, maybe mango without a doubt. Kind of quite that piney note you get at the kind of towards the stone on a mango. But generally just a lovely light, fresh, bursting with aroma. Oh yeah, beautiful. I mean, it's got them all. It's got a kind of it's got a sherbety note. It smells beautiful. My taste buds are kind of on fire now. I'm just drooling. I mean, it's got the kind of taste buds juiced up. Anyway, less my waffling. Let's have a bloody taste of this beer. Cheers. 5 minutes in, and not a taste. I'm as bad as Terry, but that is a beautiful beer. Wow, wow. Who would expect a German family brewery, quite an old one, to brew beer of this style? It goes against everything that the kind of traditions of German brewing goes for, really. It tastes close to like a Kernel beer. It really does. It really does. Grapefruit, loads of melon, going with like cantaloupe melon, slight pear, kind of fresh kind of pear note. Slightly, yeah, slightly kind of resinous, but still juicy. Lemon juice, grapefruit flesh. Kind of like a herbal tea thing going on in the background. Nice and floral. Loads of late hop character. I'd be fascinated to find out when this beer was brewed. That's beautiful. Definitely reminds me of some of the pale ales that Kernel brew. It's got that kind of really heavy kind of dry hop character. It's got a nice amount of kind of sugary malt character as well, keeping it nice and keeping it nice on the level. Good amount of carbonation. Very impressed indeed. By far the best beer I've had from this brewery. I will be going to buy some more. This has taken me really by surprise, and I'm hoping that this was brewed really recently. They went back after brewing that and go and see the guys at Kernel, and were really inspired by the beers that were brewed there, because you can see those kind of those fingerprints all over it. And what a departure for this kind of brewery in Germany to brew a beer of this style. It's really exciting. And yeah, as I said, a lovely bunch of guys, and God bless them. I mean, I hope the business goes well, because if you're brewing beers like this, I'm going to be buying them. And what a wonderful idea. All day IPA. I could drink it all day. I'll give it a go anyway. 5.5. I'll have to be a bit more careful, I guess. But that is a Handwerk all day IPA. Absolutely top draw. Very impressed. From Brewers and Union. A little collective of international brewers, beer fans, beer drinkers, whatever you want to call them. It's a cracking beer. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Cheers.